What's good, everybody? And welcome back. We said what we said. Got everybody in the house tonight. Been a long time since we all been together. We're gonna groove a little bit. All praise to my man Maxwell for that music as we on the rights. As you know, let me get to the crew. Over here to my far right, Mr. MF himself, Timmy T.
What up? What up?
Over here on the pad, my man D.
What's up? What's up?
What's on Big L? And sitting with us today in her building, in her event center, Miss April Blackstock. How you doing?
Hello.
All right, we're gonna turn this music down. All right. So, what's up, everybody? Self-check. Everybody good?
Oh yeah, man. I'm good.
You good this week?
I need to apologize for my.
Oh,
No, you
said
don't.
what you said.
No, you don't. I was called probably 10 times by people that I normally don't talk to on phone. That's like, you guys have an audience, and you have to always be aware of your audience. And you can't let stuff like that.
The audience got to be aware of us.
Yeah. I mean, I don't apologize for anything that I said. I apologize for making the show about me and it wasn't about me.
So let me question: Did you get any clarification about who said what?
Nobody ever came out and said they said anything. But I'm the kind of guy. If I say something, I say it to your face, and that's all I was trying to. That's why I was so harsh. I wanted to make that person mad enough to say something.
Somebody. I was talking to somebody. It was like, man, people don't know Timmy, do they? I was like, no, I don't really think they do, because everything he said is exactly what he would do. And I don't know, man. Some people ain't built like this, dog.
Hey, nah, man. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, I see that a lot out of our hometown, man.
Well, the flip side of that is I got a lot of texts and inboxes of people saying we appreciate what we was doing,
Oh yeah.
how we handled the whole situation. We are stand-up guys, man. I appreciate y'all standing up for somebody you grew up with, stuff like that, man. So, you gotta take the good with the bad.
Oh yeah. I'm good.
But we gonna close that chapter. We ain't gonna go back to that no more. We're here for a special day for this young lady. Again, I'm introducing Miss April Blackstock. How you doing, April?
I'm good.
241.
241 events.
Indeed.
In
Eden, North
whose
Carolina.
building is it?
Whose building?
It's April's
Okay.
building.
Whose
honey.
building?
It's
Okay.
April's.
That's right. She owned the building.
That's what I'm talking about.
Owned the whole thing.
And I forgot my shirt, and it says minding my own black business.
Yeah.
That shirt, and because my daughter did a pop-up shop, and they were selling those shirts. And
I have one that
Yeah,
says
I
that.
love
Yeah.
it.
So look, let me before we get into the about the business and stuff, we'll close off. But school's going back tomorrow.
Amen.
And
That's strawberries.
I don't know if people really paid any attention. They had an emergency school board meeting for Rockingham County. Some of y'all might know, you may not, but Rockingham County is one of the only counties. It was several other counties, but Guilford County, Forsyth County, I think Davidson made optional mask mandate for kids, where Guilford County, Forsyth County, all of them said it was mandatory. Well, at first, Rockingham County said, well, it's going to be optional. The folks was just as happy as they could be. This was 2-3 weeks, 11 days ago, matter of fact. Well, 11 days ago from Thursday. So then they came back and they said, well, we're going to make it. Man, I was just listening to some of them people that was talking. I wanted to pull up some statistics.
Come on, Thursday.
Statistics
That's you.
of
Hold up now.
like just to see the education levels of some of the either by minorities, blacks, whites. I wanted to see because some of the stuff that these people were saying was just outrageous, man. It's crazy. I mean, mind you, if you choose you choose to take it, you don't take it, disregard. But for you to go on there and say masks cause more harm than they do good, it's long-term effects from wearing a mask. Or
Well, is it?
from wearing a mask.
I don't know.
How? How could it be?
I mean, they
If it's
got the
doing
information from somewhere.
First of all, if you work in a chemical plant, you have to be full face mask because of the vapors and stuff can kill you. It protects you.
But
Work
is
in
it
the
the
dust.
same mask?
If you work in a,
Those are respirators.
but if you work in a dusty environment, you have to wear a dust mask.
Is it the same as the little thin blue one? If you got that on and I fart, you're gonna smell it. You understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
So, do you think the mask work or not?
I think the proper mask could work. The N95s. I think that's probably what they wear in the hospitals. I'm not sure,
It is.
but
I know this right here.
I mean,
That's
can the
That's
schools
the looks.
give those out?
Not sure. Probably.
But I mean, and as far as wearing the mask, I think probably be on the safe side. You probably just
But
have to wear it.
this is the thing, though. I think, and this is my opinion. I think the masks are really made to stop the individual wearing the mask from spreading it to someone else. Because it's going to stop the liquids and anything that come out, they sneeze and cough. It's going to stop that. So it's really protecting the other individual composed to protecting the person that's wearing it. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is. But for my kids, they wearing masks. And when I saw that the school board changed the mandate and said no,
They changed it
they changed. Went back and changed it.
to no mask.
No, to wear masks.
Oh,
And and when they did that, I was like, oh man, it's awesome. So we went to open house. All the teachers had masks on. This was before the school board meeting. So all the teachers had masks on. I guess that was the principal. He said, no, teachers wear masks. And it was like 50-50 in there, people who didn't. So my fifth grader, I think it's 20-something kids in her class. But the twins, each one of them had 31 and 32 kids in their class. And if they was going to say no mask, I was like, they coming home, man. Because kids are getting this thing now. And anybody can get it. And it just happens to be like that. Because kids are getting it. But I mean, for me and mine, wear a mask. Tough lesson to learn when you don't wear it. I'm telling you. I mean, it's a tough lesson to learn when you don't wear it.
so I
But-
mean, is it that the reason?
I don't know. I have no idea. Didn't have it on. But I don't know.
But I mean, I think everybody, if you ain't had it, you eventually gonna
I believe it.
Yeah.
And I think that goes along with just not wearing a mask, but washing your hands.
Everything.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
can wear a
yeah.
mask all day, but if I ain't washing my
get.
hands,
On that microphone. Go ahead.
if I'm not washing my hands
Yeah.
and I'm
You
taking my
doing no
mask
good.
off and touching my face, I'm going to get it anyway. I actually had it, and I had it with double pneumonia in ICU for 2 days. So that's not fun. So I send my children to school with face masks and with hand sanitizer.
Exactly.
Also wipes.
Yeah.
I also and this might sound like overkill, but when you come into my house, you need to spray your stuff off with Lysol. I got a can at the door. Don't
was a,
touch nothing in my house.
It was this nurse she made a TikTok video of how you really cleanse yourself going into a house. And our sister showed it to me, but I didn't have it in. But that was interesting. Now, she said, this is what and basically that's what it was. You bought the disinfectant fabric spray.
Mm-hmm.
You go into the house, you spray yourself down, move your shoes, and all that stuff like that. And then just, first thing you need to really do is take a shower. First thing I do when I get in from work is go straight to the shower, regardless. I'll just wash all that off of me.
Take a dump.
But-
Hold it all.
So you go to the back. Well, you get in the shower when you do that. Most times,
I mean,
you
yeah,
turn the
that's
shower
the
on,
thing,
take a
you know.
dump.
Turn the shower on, then
Take a dump.
Because the shower takes some of the older down.
Yeah, you turn the shower on, then take the dump, then hop on in.
You take the shower, then take the dump.
No,
No,
take
no,
the dump,
take the
then
dump
the shower.
first.
I was like, that's
That's the
backwards.
ABCs, man. Yeah, that's ABCs.
Hey, Since you get in the shower, do you even wipe your butt or you just jump
No,
in the
I
shower?
wipe. I
Please
wipe,
do.
man. I wipe. That's old.
Please
That's
do.
like peeing in the shower. Ain't it?
You don't pee in the shower.
That's a
Oh,
little
nah.
different though.
You
It's a little
get out the
different.
shower to pee.
I pee before I get in.
But what
What
if
if you
you
gotta
get
pee?
in there and you got to go?
Uh,
It's the same water you gonna
I ain't gonna
flush.
say I ain't never did it. I ain't gonna say I ain't never did it. But
Next week talking.
I know.
We pee in the shower.
We said we weren't going back there. did we?
We pee in the
I
shower.
said I ain't never. I ain't saying that. I'm trying not to.
You strawberry good too. I'm gonna get. I try to change the subject. Y'all talking
I
about
do.
peeing in the
Pee.
shower.
No, we good. We good.
But
I pee.
yeah, but just man, they had to have Rockham County Sheriff Department out there. I mean, them folk was
Somebody got to fight.
they about to tear it down out there, man.
You talking about the school board meeting?
Yes, I'm taking my kids out of school.
These
I'm
people
doing it.
coming.
Well, your kids ain't
Where
been in
you
school
gonna take
for a
them to?
year anyway, so what's gonna change?
I mean, where you gonna take them?
Exactly. Where you gonna take them?
And if I'm not mistaken, before school starts, you got to do that other program. And a lot of these parents that's hollering, I'm homeschool. You got to be legit.
I'll
They
be
ain't
honest with you.
playing. It ain't like last year.
when that was different. It was different. Homeschooling kids, it was different. You learn a lot about your kids, learn a lot about yourself.
Learn that you can't do that new math.
Well, I'm mad crazy.
Well,
Get the same old
London,
answer.
London's in Spanish classes, so she can speak fluent Spanish. So all her criteria was half a day was English, half a day was Spanish. So that was the thing for her now. But for her, for London, she does better in school because when she's at home, she got the iPhone, she got the TV. She
A lot
can
of
be-
distractions.
Yeah, it's too many distractions for some kids. Whereas the twins, their grades shot up. They did better being at home than they did when they were in school. Now, let me see how it goes this year since they're going to be in second classes again at the school. So hopefully they do.
I mean, the whole thing was different for everybody. As far as all the homeschooling, stuff like that, it was different for parents, different for the kids, different for the teachers. But this year for me, I just thank God for the first time in a long time I ain't got to buy no school clothes. I ain't got to buy no damn markers and the wipes and hand sanitizer.
Tissues.
Yeah, where all that shit go?
Look, it was a
I've
comment.
been out the game. I'm good.
We got a comment. Somebody said the lady said we will rise up. What they gonna rise to?
Who was we?
This was at the school
South.
board. This was at the school.
Okay.
I believe that. I believe
I'm in
that.
Guilford County, y'all.
The South. But I mean, it's this one. I did hear this one lady talking about we should let our kids decide. That's why your kids grow up to be axe murderers,
Kicking the shit
dope
out.
heads, meth heads.
They ain't
That's
old
why.
enough to vote.
Yeah,
They ain't old enough
that's
to go in
why.
the store and buy liquor.
You
Why
gonna
are they
sit there
old
and
enough
let
to
your
make a
kid
decision
decide
like that?
before
Yeah.
you
You ain't old enough to pay no damn
Can you
bill.
really save their life
Right.
with somebody else's life?
And then, like I was telling somebody today, it's not like all these kids are going home to young, healthy parents. A lot of these kids go home to grandmas and aunties
Yes,
that health ain't
yes,
right.
yes.
And then you give a child a decision whether they can wear a mask or not, or they pick up something and go in there and take it home to grandma and them. You done wiped out half the elderly.
Half your family, elderly family gone.
Yeah.
Cornerstone of your family gone.
Yeah.
But
It's tough. Man. I tell people just be careful, man.
and that's what you
I
really
don't
got to
want to
do.
be responsible for killing somebody.
Right.
And that's it. I do know that I had COVID last November, and if not for the COVID scare, I wouldn't have known. I thought I had COVID. I would have thought I had COVID. Kept going. So we need to be wary of that. And I tell people at work, if you don't feel good, don't come. Just don't come to work.
Yeah, and that's how it is at my job, man. My job is really, it's the first, I absolutely love my job, man. It's the first people oriented company I've ever worked for.
Same way with my company. They are more concerned.
Yes,
about
they're more
the
concerned about the people than they are about, like, we had some stuff happen this past week and we just shut production down and just told people if you don't feel like working the rest of the weekend, you can have it off without points. If you want to come in, you come in. So, I mean, it was when I told my mom about it, my mom was like she ain't never worked for a company. She said, "You work for a Yes, I see it. But anywho,
I have excuses from eating because
This-
Man, I was over here. I was trying to out eat you.
April gave us a fruit tray to munch on. So
this
What do you call these things?
It's rambutans.
Rambutan.
Yes.
I've eaten it before. I ain't never know how to say it.
see these bastards, they gonna go buy them some, so they get some company on you want a rabbit. You want a rabbit? They gonna be fancy. Silk slippers.
Drinking Fiji water and eating rambutans.
you know, get the food line water. get
Don't thin bottle.
get these basketball shorts.
I ain't got no basketball. Cut off sweat, man.
Stupid, man.
All right, man. But moving on, man. Let's get to the real reason we're here. 241 Event Center is a fabulous building.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
You hold wedding receptions, birthday parties,
Everything. We even
everything.
do wakes, funerals. Some people don't have church homes.
What?
Some people don't have church. There you go.
He come over here, he got some food.
But we do everything. We do wakes, funerals, because like I said, some people don't have church homes, or some people's churches are small. We can seat up to 150 people in here. So
Okay.
yeah, we do, and I have background in funeral stuff, so that don't bother me.
That's
All right,
crazy.
well, let me ask
That's
you
the
something.
first I've heard of
Go ahead.
event centers.
It's smart.
It is.
Yeah.
That is, man. It's,
Black owned.
So,
Let me ask this question though. During the wake,
Oh, God.
can I get a drink?
Hey, it's called a repass afterwards.
oh God.
I asked it
Whatever
'cause
the
y'all see
family
bar
want.
in the
I
background.
saw the bar.
Yes.
She-
We do have a
full liquor
full bar.
license.
Yeah, full liquor license. That is so hard to get.
That's real hard to get.
So easy to lose.
You gotta
Yeah.
say it. You gotta say it is. Oh, my question is, this is nice, it's a great idea. How did you think of it? I mean, was this a dream, or you just stumbled upon it, or?
Kind of a little both. Prior to me getting a venue, I did events in other people's venues, and I saw how hard it was to take a bride and go somewhere and find somewhere, and then you got to run and go get the cake and run and go get the decorations here and do all that. And then I had a shoe store on Washington Street prior to this, and so the building was not the best building in the world, so I needed to find another one. So I found this one, and I figured, okay, so since I'm still doing the event planning and I'm doing the shoe thing, why not use this as a, yeah. And so I did have this shoe store on one side. Due to the fact that at the time it wasn't a lot of foot traffic over here, so it kind of killed the shoe store off. And I said, hey, God, let's go. And I just dumped everything, because when I came in here, there was no lights back here. There was dead bats and birds and raw concrete and rocks and so forth and so on. So I took everything I had and dumped it in this building. And it was stupid, actually, because I was renting. So, like, that wasn't smart, right? But it gave me a drive to say, okay, April, you just took your whole 401k, honey, and dumped it in that building. What you going to do now, right? You can't let somebody else have it. So I ended up buying the whole building. And then I was able to kind of spread my wings and do what I wanted to do.
that's awesome.
Tell the folks again what you did. Bought the whole
Bought it.
building.
It's mine.
So
Oh,
I
shit.
saw something where you're like something over like the downtown area for this something like that.
I'm Merchants Association president.
Okay.
When I first came over here, there was no Merchants Association at all. It wasn't a lot of merchants over here. I started to encourage people to come over here and open up businesses. Started the Merchants Association, where the merchants that were here and then new up and coming merchants, we all get together. We do things like food truck rodeos. Those are like hits.
Yeah, definitely.
We shut down the whole street. We also do giveaways during the Thanksgiving seasons, Christmas season. We give to homeless and elderly. And And we like to do things behind the scenes, because everything don't need to be in the public.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you kind of block your blessings when you do that.
Absolutely.
So we do a Halloween Day parade for the children, so they can dress up, and they do a parade where they walk down the street, and then we encourage other people like in the area to come out, set up little trick or treat spots, so they can walk up and down the road and trick or treat too. We have music, we have vendors out here. We do a cars and crab, where we do a car show, and we have a low country boil, where
Okay.
we sell crab plates.
Okay.
We do a lot of stuff out here, and we're trying to do. We have an adult Easter egg hunt. Okay, Timmy, leave it alone. We do that. We do an old fashioned Christmas down here, where we do the lighting of the trees and all that stuff. So we do a lot of stuff that people just don't know about, but we put it out there. So you can always check our page on the Boulevard on Facebook.
Okay. So, and that's the Boulevard
The Boulevard.
on
Not
Facebook.
the Boulevard in Virginia.
No.
Not the Boulevard. This Boulevard.
So basically, you're doing a lot of things not just for yourself, but for the surrounding community
Definitely.
that surrounds your business, and I think that's a great thing, especially being a black woman leading this charge. That's truly great.
Beige. Not just kidding.
There you go with the light skin jokes now.
Beige. Not just kidding.
But that's a great thing. So my question in regards to your business, the process that you went through. You and I spoke a few months ago when I reached out to you about a process. Can you tell the people, about that process in regards to seeking business loans or business grants, things
Right.
of that nature?
So, as I stated, when I first came in here, I just used my money. When you're new and opening a business, you can't go into a bank and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
I want this. Can you give me some money?" That don't happen. They're gonna shoot you down, because first they want to see 3 years of tax returns. They want to see some type of business credit. So it's a lot of things that they require when you start a business. That way you can't get those loans. First of all, I would like to say, learn people, know people, step outside your comfort zone and getting to know people, because that's how I got the help that I needed. Sometimes we as African Americans say, okay, I'm gonna stay on the black people side of things. I'm just gonna talk to black folks. I love my people, but sometimes you gotta expand.
Right.
And I happen to get involved with the city a lot, because of being Merchants Association president. So in the process of buying, again, I ran into those roadblocks of no loans, nothing like that. And a gentleman by the name of Randy Hunt, who is here in Eden, he said, "April, go talk to this lady named Susan." Jesus, I know, right? Susan Reagan. Sorry. Look,
Jesus.
I'm over 40. It happens. Susan Reagan. She's at the college, Rockingham County College, in the business department. If you're in any city, you should have a business department in every college.
Yep.
It's free.
Yes.
Not only is it free, so what I ended up doing was I went and set an appointment with Susan. And if anybody needs her, you can go to Rockingham, set an appointment, or go online, look up Susan Reagan, and set an appointment with her. You sit down, you talk about, if you're really real about starting a new business, sit down and talk to her. Have a business plan. She'll help you write up a business plan. That's the first step to everything. They need to know that you're serious. They need to know that you know what you're talking about, right? So she was great at guiding me through my business plan. Not only that, she will help you shop for loans. I mean, honestly, she got me helped me find the loan, to the point of, they were like, "Look, how much you need? We're willing to give you whatever you want. What you need? And, don't be greedy, and go get 200,000 and you don't need but 30, But they
we'll
get
do that.
Right. But she went through every process that I went through. If I had a question, If I didn't understand something, I went to her. She guided me through everything. So um, start talking to people. I think that would be my thing. Go to the city, sit in there on city council meetings. You meet people. You know who's who in the city. You know who got strings and who can help you with this and who can help you with that. And you learn bankers. You sit down with your banker, your local banker. Get an accountant. I have two. I have one that does books and one that does other stuff, but they're needed. A lot of people, such as myself, I didn't know that in the beginning. I didn't know that I really needed an accountant because they're going to tell you what's legal, what's not legal, what you can do with your money, what you can't do with your money. Because all it takes is the IRS to come in and say, hey, I don't see no receipt for that. I don't see no receipt for this, and then you're in trouble. So they teach you everything that you need to know. Not only that, at RCC, they also have free business classes. So when you get with Susan or whoever your rep is or your person is in your county, um, they can sign you up for free classes. You get free classes to learn how to do your own books. You get free classes to learn how to do your taxes and just all kinds of different stuff that's really needed. A lot of stuff that I thank God for because I did not know. And they really helped me. So now what I do is I share those things with other people. Um, I ain't charging you for my information. If God bless me enough to have it, I'm gonna give it to you.
Right.
And that's how we help each other. Everything ain't about a dollar, you know. I mean, some things are because we all got to eat, but knowledge is power. And as long as you got what you got to have, as far as knowing, you can do some great things.
Right. Totally agree. Totally agree. So, going from the loan process,
Mm-hmm.
all right, once you got the money, then you got to start looking for contractors.
Right. Well, it depends on your business. Basically, when you take your business plan and you present that to the company or whatever loan company that you're getting your money from, they will kind of tell you what they're looking for. Like, example, I went to Piedmont Triad Council. That's who I got my loans from, and I don't mind because they're awesome. Um, and you tell them your vision, and then they say, okay, so give me the breakdown of what you need, how much you need, what you need it for. I need receipts on what it's going to cost. I need an inventory list of everything you need. Once you give them that, then say my total was 50,000, okay? Then they write you that check for 50,000. But they expect you, everything that you got in that piece of paper, for every cent, they expect you to pay for that exact thing. That's why your accountant is important, because they can keep up with those things. That you have stuff like QuickBooks that you can also utilize. That's handy for some people. Me, I don't have time for that, so I need that extra outside help. But once you do that, like I said, they helped me buy my building along with renovating it, because we knocked down some walls, we painted the whole building. I put new awnings on the outside. So it was a lot of other stuff that went into my loan. But it depends on your building. I mean, not your building, but your business.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's some great information, man. Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay.
So my daughter is an entrepreneur herself. I've had a couple of businesses. I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Pull it closer to you. All right.
Hello. I've had a couple of businesses, some successful, some not so much. And I don't want her to think that I'm a dream killer, but I told her, you are gainfully employed now. Wait till you can afford not to work there before you quit. You have any advice on that? On like when you should go from? Is that right?
It's raining.
Right.
Yeah.
And I have a tin roof, so you can
that
really
sounds
hear.
good. I
Yeah.
love it.
We all go to sleep.
Yeah, to go from the pump to being it being a vision and a dream and a process in work into your principal means of income.
Right.
So when did you decide that?
So what I did was, I used to work at Lorillard Tobacco Company, ITG Brands, however you want to put it. So I started my business while working. So that's what I would recommend, because we don't never know what businesses are going to succeed and what businesses are going to fail. Stop kicking me, Mike. So what I would suggest is, like you said, with that steady income, if you're testing the waters, you can kind of still see, but you still have that security. And that's what I did. I happened to lose my job another way. Had a motorcycle wreck, but I thank God that I had already started the shoe store while working at ITG Brands. So I kind of had to feel, I had been doing it like a year or two prior to. So I knew what I needed to do and I knew what was coming up. But it also makes you thirsty, because you get a chance to say, okay, I get to be my own boss. I get to call the shots and run things the way I want to run things, right? Um, and as you get to a point that you say, you know what, I don't even want to work for nobody else if I ain't got to. But then it makes you hungry. So that creates drive, and it says, okay, I gotta bust my butt because ain't nobody giving me nothing. So I would say keep your security, but test the waters so you can see.
That's another misconception. Think that it's easy to work for yourself. You work harder for yourself than you'd work for anybody else, because even when you're off, when your building is closed, you're still working and you're still thinking about your dream. And it's a good hard work. It's not like you work 12 hours for Demetrius and you get off and I'm tired. It's like, this is for me. This is my dream. This is my business. This is what I'm going to leave. It's going to be part of my legacy. And that's a big thing too. You want something to sustain after you. If you have children, you want this building to be here for them. Maybe the boulevard in every other city in North Carolina. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I've been knowing you a long time, and I'm proud. And I haven't booked anything over here, but I will. We'll do something. We'll bring back the 11 Unlimited. 11 Unlimited reunion here at the boulevard. We coming.
That'll work.
So have you seen business pick up in the area?
Definitely. I think when I started over here, it was only, I ain't even gonna say a church is a business, okay? But I mean it is, but but it's a church here. They were here, and I think it was like 3 other businesses. I think now we have like 8 or 9, and we just acquired a restaurant across the street. They actually moved from Washington Street to over here. So I mean it's growing. We're trying to lean towards art district, because Rockingham County does not have one. So I'm pushing for that actually. So anything that could come on this side that has an art feel to it, yeah. And just what you were saying, Timmy, I love my job. I'm gonna be honest. I come in here every time I come in here to set up. This is not work for me. I'm enjoying. I'm creative. So another thing is just do what you like. Like I mean, I don't want to spend all day doing something I don't like to do.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, so as far as have you considered expanding?
Yes.
Let's say to another city.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
I was looking or I'm looking into a bigger building. Um, God always say, write it down, make it plain. And I've written it. And I'm just waiting for him to manifest everything that I'm thinking and generating and so forth. So I see this being 241 events, number 1. And then there being a 241 events, number 2. I also do travel. So if you're doing destination weddings, or if you're doing even in another venue, I don't mind. I go, I'll set up there. The good thing about us here at 241 Events, we're a one-stop shop. When I say one-stop shop, you get everything here. I have my own caterers. I have my own DJs. I have my own bakers. So you never deal with them. You never talk to them. You just sit down with me and tell me everything you need, and then I do all the work for you. We do the setup, we do the cleanup. You come here, enjoy yourself, and go home. So we offer a lot of things that a lot of other places don't offer. And I think I'm the only African American female in Rockingham County with a liquor license. if I'm not mistaken.
Explain that
Yes.
process.
Huh.
Explain that process.
So, it's tedious. You start off with the ABC Commission gives you a book. I mean, literally, it's like that thick. Um, they do a background check. They do fingerprint checks. They do community. You have to get like references, like in your community to talk for you. Not only that, you have to take a piece of paper to the city, the chief of police. He has to fill that piece of paper out to say whether he agrees with you having a liquor license or not. The bad part is I was denied by our at the time police chief. He said that he felt like it was too many churches in the area, which North Carolina state law says any daycare or church has to be within 50 feet of your establishment. Okay. They were beyond 50 feet. He was just being him, right? So he said that I was being nice.
You got to. You
Again,
say what you
I
say.
didn't say
Here.
that. I'm scared of police.
He's a former.
Yeah, former. And we ain't named no names. We ain't named
What's
them.
his name?
I'll tell you later.
Say it.
Good.
So he denied me. He said that he didn't feel like I had adequate parking. He said that he felt like it was too many churches in the neighborhood. As a business owner, and if you want something, you have to stand your ground. And you have to go after what you want. So luckily I knew I had enough smarts to call the ABC Commission and say, okay, I was denied. What do I do now? He said, well, what was your grounds for denial? And I told him. He said, okay, so go to the church that's closest to you. Take a picture from that doorstep of the church to your venue. It's clear that it's over 50 feet. He said, not only that, get you a map, a Google map that tells the distance. He said, once you do that, they don't have an argument. He said, take a picture of all the parking lots or all the parking spaces up and down the street. You have a public parking space down the street. Take a picture of that. So when I did all of those things, I took it to the ABC Commission and I got my liquor license.
Even though the
Even
chief-
though I was so, when you have adversity, people that come up against you, oh, you can't do it. Oh, I thrive off of no. You tell me no, I'm going to show you why I say yes. Yeah, I love for people to tell me no. So even with that, they worked hard to try to keep me from getting a liquor license. And I thank God I still have it. Not only when you get it, your first year, every month you have to give them an inventory of everything you sell, of everything you wasted, everything that got stolen, everything that dropped. If you sell water, if you sell chips, you got to give all of that. You do that every month, and then it starts to be every 6 months, and then it's every year. It depends on your preference, like whether you're doing beer, wine, or liquor. It's a different price. If you get all three, I think it's $1,800 a month. And let me just tell all those people out there that try to get a liquor license, if you get your liquor license in January and you pay your $1,800 in January, you're going to pay that again in April.
Yep.
You can't tell them people, hey,
Every
I just
3 months.
paid it. No, it's every
quarter.
year in April. But you have to, even if you get it in January and you just establish
Yep.
it, you might as well wait till after April.
Yep.
That way you get a full year.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's $1,800 a year for your life.
Yes. Mhm.
And that's all three.
Yes.
All right, so going back to the church situation, you've already established your business. You already have your license.
Mhm.
Say a church moves next door. Does that affect you?
Because she's already grandfathered.
I'm already established.
Yep. It's established.
And just also know too that when I'm getting beat up over here, people. Also know too that anytime you move an establishment, if you have a liquor license, it does not move with you. So you have to start all of that all over again, just like you never had it. Even if you keep the same name. So when I go to 241 events number 2, I got to start it all over again.
It'd probably be easier though.
Yeah, because I know what I'm doing now.
You'll have that history behind you.
Right. And then too, you know the avenues. I think when I went down, I didn't even send mine because most people send theirs and mail it. I drove. I went to Raleigh. I'm sitting up in the office like, look here. What you want me to do? But yeah, and that's a learning process.
So what would you suggest for someone trying to do it? I mean, what mistakes did you make the first time around that you don't see yourself making second time? Not just with the alcohol,
With everything.
with everything.
I don't. I'm not gonna say I made mistakes. Well, the first mistake I would say never dump money in something you don't own. Don't do that. Don't go in there changing lighting and redoing floors and it ain't yours. And if they make you leave, you can't get none of that back
Right.
unless you sue them, and then that's a whole nother.
You fix the building up for them to come out. Oh man,
Right.
hook me up.
Exactly.
Appreciate it. Hey, at least
Exactly. So I would recommend that. Like I said in the beginning, I was like, oh, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. That's a lie. That's a whole lie. No, you can't. You have to reach out to people. You have to have people in your corner. Talk to other people that do what you do. I got an event venue in Greensboro that I'd be like, look, I had this happen. What would you do? Have you ever had that? And they can tell you,
Networking.
we can all make money.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna get whatever blessing is mine anyways. You can't take it. So, if I can give you a little nugget of information, if you trying to do the same thing, I ain't lost nothing. So that's what I do. I call other people, talk to people, and I would say first of all, make sure that's what you want to do. Make sure that's where you gonna retire from, and what you gonna, like you said, hand off to your children, stuff like that. I mean, make sure that investment, because you're investing in yourself. That's like the ultimate investment in you, because you got to sell yourself. People, like you said, people go feel like they get a brand new business and, oh, okay, it's just gonna do what it's gonna do. No, let me tell you, I have brides calling me at 12 o'clock in the morning because she freaking out because she don't know. Well, okay, I forgot to order some candy. Okay, don't worry about it. I got it. You got to be prepared for that. Just like COVID shut me down for 6 months. Thank God I was in renovations at the time, so it kind of worked in my favor. But you still got to prepare for hard times, right. And it's hard for business owners to get COVID relief. Very hard.
I thought people was racking up on them.
Yeah, them people gonna see some people.
That's another question.
Okay,
We're going to that
that's a
question
whole
too.
nother topic.
We're
Right?
going to that question too.
There you go.
We're going to that question too.
Dog walking service and reason. We've been looking for them.
Yeah, out of Womack. Out of Womack.
I've been looking for that.
Out of Womack.
Been looking for that dog walking service.
Yeah. So since he brought it up,
Boy, y'all wild.
since he brought it up, we're gonna talk about. I'm not gonna say fraud, but I'm just saying. I know the opportunity sometimes comes up. If your credit is good, you have a good plan. Like you said, banks will give you money. If you're not going to do what you say you're going to do with the money, please tell these people not to get that money. Don't get involved.
So what you're saying is,
if
you only need 50, but you're going to ask for 200,000.
No, that's what he's saying.
I was going to get a
if you
PPP
need
loan.
200,000, but you only use 50, then go and spend 110 on a Bentley.
Yeah, don't do that.
Just know that Bentley ain't gonna be in the driveway for long.
I'm gonna be getting it from the back of the crowd. I'm gonna be getting it. I'm gonna get it. I go to those kind of sales.
Yeah, no, that's
I go to those kind of sales.
matter of fact, go ahead and get it.
Yeah, for real.
I can get me what I've been wanting for a while.
Yeah,
I think for people who genuinely have a passion and a dream for their business, they're gonna do this complete A through Z's correctly. They're gonna go 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. They're gonna do it exactly the way it need to be. Because for one, you're gonna be putting your whole time, heart, and effort into it, and you dare not let somebody come take it from you.
Man, I'm gonna be honest, I catch hell. I catch hell from our people because I have a lot of our people that I catch hell. HELL from our people because why I can't bring liquor in there. I had somebody sit and say to me, why do you charge gratuity? Did you ask the people in the restaurant that? I don't, what I'm talking about. Why you got to ask me?
Go to the right
Right.
movie theater. You get a drink.
You get, that's gratuity, and she ain't doing nothing but moving your food from the kitchen to your table.
Absolutely.
I'm coming in here by myself because I work alone. Other than my children help me sometimes, but I work alone. So I set all this up, blow all balloons, all this stuff. I do all by myself. So gratuity, it falls in there, right? I have been questioned. Well, can you take this amount of money off, and can you give me a date, girl? We've been knowing each other, and ooh, ain't you some kin to me? And I had one woman tell me, I heard your mama had a whole lot of money, and she left you a whole lot. Now wait a minute, now you tripping, but I get that. And then the alcohol, when you have a liquor license, you can't bring outside alcohol into an establishment with a liquor license. So I catch flack with that. I have to ask people to leave. And then they get mad. I've been told, oh, you too strict. Well, guess what? Again, it took me forever to get this liquor license. I'm not going to lose it for one person. I'm not going to do that. So, just I say be mindful and put yourself in the situation as if it was your business. You wouldn't want, I can't go to your job and just do whatever I want to do at your job. If you work at Wendy's, I can't come back there and get my own burger. You know?
Man, make you some cooking.
No, man.
I had somebody come in here one time and literally because I was not at the bar, they went behind my bar and got their own beer. And then said, well, why you mad? Really?
That's what we do, though.
Yeah, that's what. And I said, well, would you go into Ruby Tuesdays if the bartender was a little too slow and go back there and get you? Oh no, because they gonna lock you up. I should have locked you up, but I gave you a favor. You feel me?
It's tough. So I know you guys I've been telling you that I'm working on my business. It came across a lot of these obstacles. Another city, another state. I don't know the people. They don't know me. So it's harder. So now I'm in the process. Of finding a building. Now is not the best time to buy property. I don't know if right now,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be patient on that. In front of that, and I hate to say this, I may have to get a face. Somebody that's from there that has the connections, and I'll be a silent partner, which I don't want to do because I want all the credit. I don't want to blow this thing up and then be like, okay, it's me, because they can do it if it's by name there. If I don't do everything right legally, I get the best attorneys and the contract is right. It's theirs. If it's in their name, it's theirs.
Yeah.
Period. If they didn't put a dime in it, man, get this car in your name. I'll make the payments. At the end of the day, the car's in your name. Same with a business. And it's hard. It's a dream of mine. I've always wanted to do this, and I'm just gonna take my time. I'm saving money. I'm getting 2 drinks instead of 4 drinks. I'm saving money. I'm trying to because I really want to do this. I want to do it right. And a lot of times, business owners, they take all their money, boom, and dump it into something, and something happens, and they have nothing. They lose everything that they put in, and they have nothing to fall back on. And that's the hard thing. But when you go out on faith, you go out, but you don't go out. You're not done. You go out on faith, you prepare. So that's what I'm doing now. I want to be in a position to help my daughter because her business, I'm seeing her and the passion in her, and I love that. And if I have to put off my dream, I'm almost 50. If I have to put off me for her, then I'm good. I'm good. I got a really, really good job, and I make all right. But my daughter has passion. I see it in her heart, and the things she does, and her products, and the way she turns it on. She might be having a bad day, but when a customer comes, she's her. And I'm proud of it. And I want anybody that has a dream, you can do this. You can have this building. You just gotta put some work in. You can't snap your fingers and do it. So do your homework, use your resources. Like I said, get educated. Yep. And getting educated doesn't mean go to college for 4 years. College is not for everyone. Yep. If it's for you, it's for you. But when I say get educated, know about business. Ask somebody. Come to the young lady like this and ask. Ask somebody who's been in business.
But talk about educating. Sometimes going through the process of starting a business, when you go into getting the permits, you go into the city manager's office and all that, you have to educate them on the business because they're not used to a lot of the vision that we can have for a business. So
they're not used to you.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Like you may have a vision or dream to start something. And you take it to them and say, I want to get a permit for this. But what is that? Then you got to explain to them what it is.
Yeah.
Well, that falls under a bar. No, it's not. Well, that falls under food. No, it doesn't.
It's going to be
its
obstacles.
own. You know, you have sometimes you have exactly. You have to educate those obstacles. You know what I'm saying? In a way,
Yeah.
you got to tell them, and you got to like sell your vision to them, just for them to even give you a shot. The good thing about now, this I will say this. I think right now, the way the world is, the racial division or Black Lives Matter movement, I think now is a great time for black businesses to start because we're not going to get shut down as much. Now, for one, you shut a black person down first, hey, y'all shut me down because I was black. And no city manager won't hear it. You know what I'm saying? So, as black people, we got a little
Like them
leverage.
on apples, don't you?
Apple Jack.
You reaching over there.
But you know, I think right now for us as a black community is a great time to start manifesting your dreams and your businesses.
Well, let me just say this too, and that will hopefully it'll help somebody else, and just like your daughter. There are grants specifically for African American females for small businesses. Especially if there are grants, especially for African American females. Also, you get bigger grants if you're in a
Rural areas.
ghetto type of area.
Rural areas,
You get
ghetto
you get it a whole lot faster than you would if you were in, somewhere in downtown.
You know, I've seen it. I researched, and I said, I'm like, man, there ain't no grants for black men. You know, it was like
We
it's
get
hard.
nothing.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
We
They
get nothing.
expect for you to go and work
You
for
can
it.
constantly, but you see, and it is. If people research
Apply that
and just
field.
look, it is a lot of grants for African American females.
And that's why I was saying sometimes, like the lady I was telling you about, Susan, she found all of those things for me. She will sit down and do research when she knows what you need. She'll research those things for you, and she'll pop up. She might call me tomorrow and be like, "Hey, April, I got a grant for this," or "Hey, April, I got a grant for that." And it depends on what industry you're in. But that's why I said be connected, know people, get to know people. Even in, like I said, your cities, they have actual grant writers that work for your city. That's what they do. They find grants for the city. They can find grants for you too. Let me just say, most grants go for nonprofit organizations. That's where the majority of your grants are. But they do have grants for small business. So it's definitely out there.
Back in '96, I should write grants.
You can't write them now in 2021.
No, sir. No, I no longer do that.
Your phone was about to blow
I
up.
no longer do that.
Everybody got quiet.
Yeah, we don't do that no more.
Let me get some strawberry. Get you some Ramadan.
I'm gonna get some of them because
Is it Ramadan?
Ramadan.
This is Ramadan.
Get the hairy nuts.
That's what I used to call it. I wasn't gonna say that. You said it. I was not gonna say
It's rambutan.
Rambutan.
Okay.
That's pretty good right there.
Strawberries are good too.
I'm glad y'all
We
enjoying it.
eating healthy. He enjoying it. He need another plate.
All right. I want y'all to eat all that.
I'm gonna call you out.
Hey, we appreciate it. We appreciate
It's
you
busted down. They
inviting
don't make
us
it
here.
up 14.
No, they gonna kick
Got to
in.
pull over.
Pull over, kick in.
I hope you got wipes in the car.
Oh, yes.
I get to the house.
So, as far as your business, your vision, your business, I know that it hasn't gotten to where you fully want it. You know, it's baby steps. Do you think you would ever be satisfied?
No. Because if you're an actual business owner or just an adult, that got dreams and goals, you don't never settle. Like, you don't never get to a point and say, you know what, I'm happy here.
I got enough money.
Yeah,
I don't
you
need
know
no
what I'm
more.
saying? Lies. You know what I'm talking
Never.
about? So I always strive bigger. I have bigger visions. Like with this building, my next step forward is to build an upstairs. And we would have a balcony area with a small bar, a second bar upstairs. So there's a lot of things. I've already talked to contractors and know what I got to do. So it's just about putting it forward, right? But any entrepreneur, I would always say never stop dreaming. Like it don't have to stop with, oh, okay, I'm just doing events. Okay, well, what about if I want to have a food truck or if I want to do whatever else? I actually have like 3 businesses. So it's not just this. I own a LLC. I also own a bubblegum machine business. I'm the bubblegum man. I go put it in barbershops and tattoo
Nothing wrong with
parlors and
that.
stuff.
Nothing wrong with that.
So I mean, I had a wise woman tell me, very rich old black lady, love her to death. Oh, she's awesome sauce. Get you one of them too. Get you a mentor.
Oh,
Like
I thought you was on-
old black woman.
Wait.
You trying to get a cougar?
I thought you was
I thought it was sugar mama. I was
You
like,
trying to get a cougar? No, I ain't mean that, people. Don't get a sugar mama. But get a mentor, somebody that you can go to, because sometimes having a business, it gets stressful. It be sometime I go in my closet and I just shed a couple of tears, right? But I can pick up my phone and call this lady, and she gonna tell me, you still killing them apples, boy.
Killing.
You need-
Killing.
Good God.
Tell me like,
I don't want none, man.
Slide the whole tray over there. You want the
big
whole
dog.
thing? But this lady, when I went to her, she told me, she said, April, let me tell you something. To live comfortable, you need 3 streams of income.
Absolutely.
To live comfortable. We ain't say rich, we said comfortable. To be able to go out and shop like you want to, or to be able to say, you know what, okay, the car broke down, boom, boom, I can fix that, not a problem. You need 3 forms of income. So get your hustle game on. You got to be a hustler. And if you
when she
lazy,
says hustle, there's a lot of more ways to hustle
Yes.
than what y'all think.
I know, right?
A hustler is
Yeah.
if you have to
Go get it.
DoorDash,
Yep.
Uber, all those are hustles. You can do it. You can make good money too.
I also do interior design.
Okay.
So I mean, you know what I'm saying? So
One-stop shop.
yeah, once you do, hey, you got to get it in.
All right, so
We just connected too on something. I got something for you. I got something for you. I
I
just thought
got
about
you.
that.
I got
With my business,
Okay.
we make markings for roads and parking out here. Get together, son. We get
I
together.
got, hey,
spit it out then.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you don't know, I work for Ennis Flint. We make safety markings for the road. We also make decorative designs. You know, get a designing on the sidewalk, get a big mural or anything on the street, do crosswalks, anything like this area is called a boulevard. You can get a circle or anything you put in the middle of the street that says boulevard. You get a design. We can get CAD files, make it out of our product, and put it on the ground.
that's awesome because we have a logo. We have a Boulevard logo, so that
your
would be
logo.
sweet.
You get your logo. I get some my cat guys, and we'll see what it costs. See if it even be ours.
Yes, look at Jesus
Won't he do
with
it?
the connection,
Won't he do
right?
it?
Yes,
What we do?
and he will. Yes, he will.
What's about?
Feed them apples.
Feed him apples.
Feed them apples.
they wouldn't.
Well, I'm telling you, you give me in a little fruit, you can get anything.
Oh man.
All right, but moving on to another topic. Regarding us. Kids are going back to school. Backpacks have been given out. It's time to open up and start pushing for our Christmas gifts for the kids this year.
Absolutely.
I did a video earlier. Said I was going to talk about a number I want to reach this year. I think we did about 75, 80.
Hey, we did about 82 last year. We did about 82 for our first time.
Can we get 500 this year? That must be a no.
No. This is.
Can we get 500 kids this year?
So, doing the research last year when we did it, reaching out to the different apartment complexes and housing areas that we did in there, it was really disappointing of how some places just didn't want the help for the kids. And it wasn't about them. It wasn't even about us. we didn't do it for any shine or anything for us. We were just like,
The
man,
way people say
we got a platform now. We got a platform, and if we say what we said, then we're here to uplift, upbuild. And there's a lot of people who the kids don't have. And we did it. You know what I'm saying? Our first time with the help of many people contributed coats, monies, everything to help us. We did about 82, 83 kids. 500 is reachable.
So this year we're gonna do coats and
Well, I'm just on the toys right now.
Yeah,
Now I think we started like November.
we started late.
So
this year.
I think 500 is a
I
reachable
got a
number.
question. I got a question, serious question. When you start giving numbers like that, how much money do you count per kid? Because if it's $1,000, $500,000. We're trying to be. I want to get.
I see what you're saying. I see your point.
I'm just saying a toy for a boy and a girl.
So
the
$50 a kid.
Yeah, I'll probably say because
I won't even say that much.
age group, it's kind of like you have to look at the demographics of the age groups and stuff. Like a 5-year-old kid, you can spend $20 and they gonna have a bag full of toys. Compared to a 15-year-old kid, you spend $20, they gonna get some socks and
Some draw.
yeah, some pack of drawers. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So you
Well,
kinda
some of
look
the
at
kids got
demographics.
gift cards
Yeah,
last year.
that was awesome. I think a lot of the kids. Matter of fact, we're doing this. Shout out to the Last Dons. Shout out to Lawrence Graves. A couple barbershops. Shout out to my mind is blank now. You talking about you over 40? I'm close to 50, so my mind is really blank. But just shout out to everybody. But they were some major contributors to help us last year. Especially the Last Dons, Katrina with the coats and stuff. They gave us a ton of coats. Lawrence gave out gift cards to get haircuts, man. So barbershop, man. The barbershop is like my psychiatric therapy. I go there to just get my me time with my barber and just talk. So he a straight up guy. But 500 is obtainable. I think we need to start now. I think we also need to start now. And
let me just say this: I ain't taking no money to pay nobody's light bill. I'm just gonna put that out there now. So if that comes around again, I'm not gonna be responsible
I
for
don't
it.
even think he's not even agent.
I'm just saying.
She had to have no kid over 18. No man.
Ain't gonna be responsible.
No man. No kid over 18.
Keep going.
It was just a stipulation.
Anyway,
we couldn't find it. But God bless
Anyway,
us.
like I said, I think 500 is reachable, a good attainable number. Hopefully, we can surpass it.
I'll be reaching out to.
It's a big stretch from 82.
I'll be reaching out to prominent people from Reedsville. Reincarnation cards will be donated, like we always do.
Yeah.
We will. Time, maybe even space.
That's something that we
might have to get a little better
We might have
organized
to
this year,
get-
too.
Yeah, you put Santa Claus outfit on last.
Hey, I got it. I got
Okay,
it this
good.
year. So
And we as the Boulevard Merchants Association, we could definitely help also because we do that
Awesome.
around here too.
Awesome. So I think it's our turn, man. I'm glad you made that post today.
I know it's a big number. I know it's a big reach.
I ain't even saying. I would say just for us three, we have to push each other.
Start buying
You know
Hot
what I'm
Wheel
saying?
cars now.
Yeah, we got to push each other. So by him putting it out there now, that's gonna push me and you to go ahead on do what we got to do till we wait till the
I
last
spend
one.
$50 a day, every day, eating out. $50 a day.
Can I
That's
eat with
it.
you? Because I
Yeah,
don't.
you like noodles?
No, I go to my hips.
But yeah, I think that's a good number, man. I think that's a good number.
We're gonna shoot for $1 million, and we get 500.
Because at the end of the day, kids have no say so on what their parents can bring to the table. You know, and if you can be a blessing to help a child just have something, then that's what we're supposed to be doing. And regardless, that's what we're supposed to do.
And
As people,
and,
that's what we're
and
supposed to do.
let me also say this. I know is a lot of people that might kind of deem this as we trying to look out for black kids.
No,
I'm trying to look out for all kids.
we didn't do black kids.
So,
So we did
You know,
all kids.
I want all
Yeah,
kids
we
to
did all
have,
kids.
you know, something for Christmas.
We what's the name of the apartments we did across from? What's up?
Southgate.
Southgate. We went to Southgate, and that guy, he was probably one of the nicest men that I've met. He was an older white guy. He was just like, man, so why are y'all doing this? Like, man, we just trying to bless the kids, man. We went around and we actually went to all apartment complexes,
Yeah.
but only 3 reached back, saying, yes, that'd be awesome. And he was one of them, and he was like, man, he said, what's your name, y'all? Man, we told him, y'all just doing this? Yeah, how y'all just pay for it? People donated some of our own money, everything. We just went in and did it.
And that's another thing,
Yeah.
too, man. Trust me, not trying to get rich.
No,
In any donation, the whole donation
Yeah.
goes
goes
towards
to
it.
kids. I don't want to. I don't need a
Goes
dime from
towards
anybody. Every 2 weeks, I get my little money.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
my
you
little
know,
business kick in. And,
it was a couple of Hot Wheel cars I wanted to keep for myself last year. But,
listen,
you know,
we
I was
went,
like,
I
I
think we
ain't
went
gonna do
shopping. We went shopping, and me and Mom went out there and went
Yeah.
shopping. And they thought we were stealing something Mike couldn't scan. And we had a good time. But, but that's.
I mean,
I was
that's
like, it was
everything.
like a kid, man. I was having fun, man.
Bagging everything
Yeah.
up, giving the
It's
kids,
fun,
getting the
man.
names. We did all that, man.
That's
It
what
works.
makes me feel good, man. I
But this is what we need to do, though. If we do it this year, we need to have a central location instead of doing the mobile thing, going different places.
Yeah.
We just need to have
I
a
mean,
location.
some
let
of
them
those
call.
people in those apartments ain't gonna be able to get to us. I would like to have a central location.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
get everywhere.
That's true.
If I
That's
cannot
true.
afford to get my kids something,
I will get
my kids.
I'm gonna
this
get
spot.
there.
I'll
I'm gonna
my
get
kids
there
this
somehow.
spot.
But that but then we find the ones whose pride step in, and there is nothing in this world wrong with saying I need some help. There's nothing wrong because what's I always saying, closed mouth never get fed. So if you don't tell us, or you tell me, or if I don't tell you, man, I need some help. Just like you didn't start a business, man, I need some help. Like I thought I could do this on my own, but I can't. Like you just said, you thought you could go down there and start yours, and you can't. You need some help. Like you need help, and there's nothing shameful about saying I need help. But that's another topic. People need help and won't say they need help, but we here. I mean, this is what we do, man. We started this platform to be a beacon of some kind of just positive,
Positivity.
being positive black men,
Absolutely.
black women,
Yeah.
being positive.
I mean, just giving the community a voice, man. I mean, people don't. If you didn't know about this spot, maybe you touched somebody that didn't know about this spot.
Yeah.
Or knew that's I don't know the name of it. Now you know the name of it. Now you got a place to go. You even got a website. The information on the. You got the information there.
We also got the.
Yes,
If
we
you go
put
to
it
our
on
page,
the page.
she has a video that's uploaded on the page. So y'all go look at her video. She's explaining her business. She's showing you business.
We was trying to get it to show doing this broadcast, but we
But
couldn't
let
get
them do.
it.
They gotta
They
do some
went
work.
to
Let them do
San
some
State.
work.
They went to San
They
State.
gotta do some.
Is that what happened?
Come on, man.
Oh, now y'all gonna get off ASU over there.
But it's yeah. I think 500 is a minimum target.
Right.
I know that's like I said. I know that's a big stretch from what we did last year, but I think we can do it.
I think we can.
We started early enough, and definitely we are a little bit more organized than we were last year. And I think honestly, there's gonna be some people out there who will get more help.
Yeah,
from the
and we
community.
need lists too. We need people. We need people who are going to give us stuff too. So if churches, somebody that's in trouble or something like that, or even schools, guidance counselors, people that people's situation. You get a little, you hear murmurs of bad situations. Just let us know. Let us know. No shame. We're not going. And the worst thing you could do for a person who doesn't want help is go knock on the door with a bag and give it to them.
Yeah.
We have to reach out to these people prior to that and let them know that we're thinking about it. If you want it, fine. If you don't, then
So we
Well, a suggestion, if you don't
Go
mind,
ahead.
if somebody typed up like just a form that said, like you said,
Yeah.
go to churches, and then have them make a list
Well, what we
of so many
yeah.
children, and then okay, I have 15 children from this church, I have 10 children from this church, and then you can just deliver the stuff accordingly.
What we did last year, since we were doing the apartment complex, we got with all of the apartment managers, and we gave them forms. And the first form had what apartment you in, how many children you had, the ages of the children, and the sex of the children. And we gave them a deadline. We need for you to turn it back into us by Citizens Day, because we're gonna have everything sorted out. And it was still amazing that apartment managers were trying to give these forms out to some people. They wasn't taking it. But the day of us giving out the gifts,
Everybody coming out.
they was
doing it.
coming out trying to get gifts. So we looking at the list. Are you on the list? And this is us. This is what we did. Even though that child wasn't on the list because the parent was either just unavailable or being an idiot, we told him by the end of the day that child would have something. And we left and went and bought something for that child.
Oh, yeah.
He brought it back to him. That day, any child that came with
Coats.
coats, we did it that day. Like like I said, it's not the child's fault, and that's what we're doing it for. We just try to make our community be a community instead of all this division and all that. So
I think sometimes too, like even when I have say if Timmy wanted to have an event here, and Timmy did VIP tables, right? Well, half the people ain't gonna pay for VIP tables because they don't want to spend the money. But then when they come in and see,
Black folk.
then when they come in and see, okay, they get food and they get wine. Okay, next time we want it. That's the same deal. So maybe the fact that you did it before and they saw what you did, now this year it'll be a whole lot better. I promise you, I'll probably get a whole lot more reception to what you're doing now, because sometimes us as Black folk and single parents, we're afraid. We don't want to be talked about. Oh, Ray and them was down there getting toys. Just not even pride. Just we talk about each other so bad that it keeps us from asking for help. We have so many people out here with mental health issues that are afraid to go get it because they don't want to look crazy. I mean, at some point, we just got to have each other's back instead of talking about each other.
Yeah, that touched on what we talking about last week.
yeah,
Because trust me, even in businesses, I got talked about by people that ain't never set a foot in my building. You don't know what I do, but you assume because I'm African American, I don't have any business sense, right? I'm a whole lot more thorough than some of the other folks from the Isle of Caucasus, right? That so we just gotta kind of pick each other up and stop stepping on each other.
Well, that's pretty much gonna do it for us tonight.
you out of apples.
No, we got plenty more apples.
He out of water. He can't swallow nothing. That's what that is. He's about to get choked over there.
But this was a great conversation, in my opinion. We covered a lot of great topics: business, community, and as you just said, we need to start reaching out, helping people, get back to building people up. Stop trying to tear them down so much. So, April, I know this is your first time being here. What we usually do is close the show with everybody making a final comment. So, you being our guest, start with you.
So special. Well, 241 events.
Tell them again.
241 events. Go like us. We are on I have a website, 241events.com. We have a Facebook page, 241 Events. He after apples again. See, we satisfy customers, right? We're a one-stop shop. If you need me, call me. My number, my contact information, you can email me. Anything you need, we do. We're here. Use us. Utilize us.
Give me the address.
Yeah, 241 The Boulevard. Eden, North Carolina. Phone number 336-552-0040. Operator voice 336-552-0040.
It was an old Spike Lee movie with girls.
That DJ on that.
She was
sex.
she got a
Oh,
habit.
yeah.
She got a
Girl
habit.
six.
Girl six. Yeah, girl six. You gotta do your,
Oh,
you gotta do
and
your girl six voice.
240. Not only just not only just 241 events, but the Boulevard Merchants Association. Like I said, we have events down here. You can go on that page. You can like us there, so you can find out all of the events that we have out here. Actually, next year we're working on Juneteenth celebration for everybody.
Yeah,
we're gonna do it big, just like they do for the 4th of July. So, kind of like I said, like us on that page, so you can see what activities we got coming up there.
Okay. Now, story behind her being here. I was just sitting at home, smoking a cigar. I got an inbox. I'm mad at you. What I done done?
I can tell everything. Some things you just don't say.
And she was mad because she been in business for a long time, and we really haven't given her the spotlight like we should have. And so I told her, give me a couple of weeks, I'm gonna get you on.
You did.
And the fact of the matter is,
I had to cuss you out though, Mike.
yeah, she did. She did. But the fact of the matter is somebody should have reached out to you, brought you on, got your business out here. I reached out to you months ago about that information you just gave everybody. So,
And how did I handle it?
what, the phone?
When you reached out to me about the business stuff.
Oh, you told me what I needed to know.
Then
Exactly.
she cussed you out.
Expedition.
No. She got me out a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I cussed them out later. But anybody, that's anybody. If you need anything from me, contact me.
Yeah, she gave me all the information that I need. She gave me damn near the same information she just gave everybody. But I just want to say thank you for allowing us to be in your venue. I offer my apologies for not putting you out there and putting your business out there the way that we should have. You and all of us, we've been friends for a long, long time. So, as I told you before, anything going on, whether it's here or merchants, post it in the group.
Gotcha.
Anything that's posted, the three of us have to approve it. I promise you, it will get approved. As long as you ain't talking about the Cowboys or something.
Y'all suck.
There you go.
Sorry.
Who's your team?
Don't do that.
Keep this
Don't do
business.
that.
You don't know about no. Keep this business.
I don't know about no football.
Huh?
I don't know about no football.
Hey,
Yeah.
who was it called? Who was
I'm
name of the
serious.
team? Rockingham what? Who the what?
I forgot.
Rockingham
Man, I
what?
don't know.
Who was
I
it?
forgot.
For all y'all don't know, it used to be a semi-pro,
I'm gonna eat me some
all-female, full-contact football team.
Did Jennifer play that? No, she played ring. Bitch.
Yeah, she played it. She played with another one.
Yeah,
Tough too.
and we had a good squad. This so happened, just the finances got jacked up.
You play what position you play?
I was left guard,
Left
right
guard,
tackle,
yeah.
and I punted.
Yeah, we had a good
Yes,
squad.
sir.
though.
Well, I don't,
We had Boogie out there.
Don't let sales didn't go through.
And then we had
Cookie was out there.
Yep.
Kick small.
Cookie
Yeah.
was out there. wasn't
And a sister,
Yep, Sean.
Oh, what Cookie small play? What was
Center.
center. Yeah, she was a nose, what?
he? Boy, go ahead, Timmy. Don't even start. Go ahead, Timmy.
Shoot, we was bad.
Oh yeah, man. It was fun.
Matrix
That was
tried
a
to
lot
kill
of
us.
fun. That was a lot of fun.
When did we go off the air?
That was a lot of fun.
When did we go off the air?
He sweat. But it was a lot.
Close
of
us
fun.
out, Timmy.
it? Hey, look.
Cut. Down.
Hey, to all my squad, it was good. Oh, stupid.
It was stupid. Oh, yeah.
Again,
Excuse us, y'all.
this building is beautiful. I came in and I was like, man, it's nice.
Thank you.
Check this young lady out. Let's blow this young lady up. If you got something to do, and you can't find a space. I hear it all the time. I don't have no way to do something. Then you got it. Then you know where it is. Help this lady become the next Trump.
I take that.
Yeah. She wants locations everywhere. She wants to be rich. I want her to be rich because if she's rich, she can reach back and show somebody else how to be rich. And then plus, we can go borrow some money every now and then. But like I said, she treated us good. Got a whole plate full of
Apples.
yeah.
You ate them all.
You guys, you heard us say we're gonna try to do this thing for kids. So any donations, they're gonna have the
It's still on our page. We'll start posting a link up again to the cash app.
Just start buying toys.
Yeah, just buy toys. Donate to toys. You ain't even
we don't want money.
Yeah, just send the
if
toys.
you have to send it. Just send toys. With that being said, you can donate your time too.
Exactly.
It's just three of us.
Exactly.
We need some arms, legs.
Help us out.
Yeah, some trucks to carry all these toys we gonna have. All you big ballers, you be stunned at the club buying bottles. I challenge you to buy a bike.
I would love to have a big U-Haul.
Yeah, it's full of bikes just laid on top of each other. Let's do that. Let's fill it up. We're gonna fill up a U-Haul. With you all's help, we're gonna fill up a U-Haul. I think it's reasonable. I want to do it. I mean, I feel good. I feel good when I'm doing good. So with that being said, I ain't gonna hold y'all long, man. I appreciate y'all watching us. I don't know how many people came on this year. I mean, this week. How many people came on this week?
We had a couple of members join this week. It's grown. It's grown, man. We
baby steps. We're doing a YouTube channel. Definitely go to that and hit us up on that.
Please go to the YouTube channel
so we can quite possibly get on Facebook. You know, we started on Facebook.
We're really trying to go. We're trying to get it to the
Patreon,
to the YouTube direct.
Yeah.
We go to that, and it'll really take off. Good things though. Sister went and got her hair fixed, and a young lady that was doing her hair, she was from Hopper, and she said, "I was looking at something. I could have swore I saw your husband." She was like, "Yeah, was it on Facebook or somebody?" She's like, "They do a thing because it was for the Fred Cox." And my wife said, "Yeah, that's what they real advocates for that." She said, "That's awesome." And this lady don't know it's from Adam, but big shout out to everyone that's fighting for Fred Cox. And we still fighting.
Got a bus trip or something.
Yeah, we still fighting for him. Brother Mike still he work and he got a bus trip or something. They going to DC, I think. That'll tell the story, Mr. Nick and him. Still praying with y'all, fighting with y'all. So let's not forget about that. All the stuff that's going on. We still got to remember, right? We had our very own George Floyd situation right here in our backyard. It's kind of people trying to sweep it under the rug, but we're not gonna let it be swept under the rug. We'll keep fighting for that. Second, man, let's just keep all these kids and these teachers in prayer as they go back to school. They be amongst each other. Hey, this COVID thing is real. It is real. It may not affect some people the way it do others, but it's real and it's affecting kids now. So let's keep them in prayer. Trying to think. So for this week, you asked me how I was doing. Well, it started off rocky last week, man. Had an individual at work pass. Had a heart attack at work. He's at work. At work on the job. This is why I say I work for an awesome place of business. They shut down production for first shift because it happened right around 2. And then shut down second shift. And they knew people would be sobbing. Not for the fact of just working with individuals, but because a lot of people deal with stuff outside. You might have lost a parent or a brother, sister, a friend, or something recent. And with stuff like that, it kind of snowfalls onto you. Like, just bring back all those raw emotions. So, great company. And just being there, for me, that's a journey and that's a trip we all taking. So it didn't bother me as bad. But a lot of people use that to their advantage. Like, man, shoot. I mean, they had me working there a week. I'm gonna take tomorrow off due to what happened. I just can't get it together. What you mean you can't? So I'm saying all this to say, jobs are looking out for employees, but if you take advantage of your employer, and you lose your job, don't blame your employer. You got to own that one. You got to wear that. Like we was talking, you got to wear that L. you got to wear that L. So just take ownership of your mistakes. That's in life. That's in business. That's in everything.
Get
just
me
take
an apple.
just take ownership of your mistakes. This is an absolutely phenomenal place. I came over the other week with sis looking at for their class. They still discussing what they're gonna do. But
30 coming up.
huh?
We got 30 coming up.
We're gonna be the only maybe 10 of us here.
We be drunk as shit.
But I came over here. Like I said, we've been knowing each other for a long time. I know your sister, everybody, man. So great people,
Thank you.
fun people,
Thank you.
professional. It's gonna be professional. So for all y'all that want to hold an event, especially in the Eden area, you ain't got to be in the Eden area, but if you live in this Eden area, then you tired of having the backyard cookout with Ray and Junebug, then you want to have something that's upscale, something that's nice for you. You can be comfortable, have a good time, get your drink, your food on, your dance on. Hey, check it out, man. Check this place out. It's awesome. I see all them. I see one of your NCCU counterparts. Thirdly on that. It's in the dictionary. I don't know what. She wasn't y'all read.
Taking that a little personal.
Somebody got to wear that one too. But hey, awesome. Appreciate y'all. Let's get these toys in for these kids. And last thing, we promote people's business. We promote your business. We will put out the positive. But if all you doing is basically putting your business on there, showing how you shining, we're not promoting that. That's if you're not showing some good, if you're not showing somebody else some struggles or some steps to take to get better, we're not going to show that. We're not going to show. Somebody said
Man,
now.
just say we ain't fucking with you. Just
Yeah,
say it.
you know what I'm saying. We ain't gonna hit. Man, say nothing. Nigga, go put that meat in the refrigerator. We ain't gonna do that. We're not going. We're not doing that. I'm just
We
saying.
allow one cuss word in our
Yeah,
man,
we're not gonna do that. But if you are like really trying to get your business booming, and I'm doing this for the community, we here for you. And that's what we're here for. We're not here to shine or let you shine on nobody. And that's anybody that come onto our page. So that's all I got, man. Peace.
All right, man. For me, like I said, I want to first say good luck to all the kids going back to school. I know it's a big change. You're actually going back into the classroom. So regardless of my opinions on certain things, as Tim has said, Demetrius said, we've all really said it at some point on this show, you got to do what's best for you and your family. Best advice I can give you is if you don't feel safe, put the mask on. Wear it. And, parents are going, parents fight over stupid shit all the time. And, this whole school board thing ain't no different. You always gonna have people that agree and disagree, but do what's best for you and yours. Make sure your child wears that mask. Whether it helps or not, just put the mask on. As far as that goes, that's all I got to say. As we said, we want that number 500. We're gonna promote that every show that we have. Like I said, we want to start early, and we really want to surpass that number. But 500 is the number. If we can surpass it, great. But we definitely want to reach it. We don't want to come up short. And for us to reach that number, we're going to need a lot of help. We're going to need the help of the community. When we put these lists out there to these apartment complexes and churches and stuff like that, fill that list out. You know, fill that list out. As I said, we not here to try to get any type of shine or anything. We doing this to help. We doing this to help. It was great to walk in that barbershop last year and those kids not even knowing they were getting a present, but they got one. And they immediately opened it up. Them boys opening up them toys right then, playing with them. That kind of reminds me of, you know, my Christmas days when I was a kid. Thirdly, I want to thank you, April, once again for letting us
Thank y'all.
come into your venue, do the show. This great tray of fruit, the apples, grapes, and the
Rambutans.
yeah, the hairy nuts, rambutan. We want to just thank you for all your hospitality. 241 events, it is here for you. If you book her, remember it's business. Don't come in here asking for the hookup. Don't come in here taking your ass behind the bar trying to fix your own drinks just because you know her. It's business. You don't go to Walmart acting a fool. You don't go nowhere else acting a fool. Don't come here acting a fool. This is a business. Support this young lady and her business. And that's all I got to say. So we're going to start a little music. And we're going to get up out of here. So, April, Tim, D, thank y'all. Hope all y'all have a great week. Tell the kids I love them. And tell London and everybody to try something. Whoop their ass and call Uncle Mike. I will be on the way. That probably get us banned. No, but anyway, man. But thank y'all for watching, man. Sorry we ain't had the ratchet stuff like last week, but I told you, we ain't doing that. We're getting back to building people up. Y'all have a good night. We out.